Hey guys, what's going on? It is Tuesday, June 16th. This is going to be a super long video because I went to the fetus today, found some really cool stuff. And I'm also gonna, as you can see, a lot of stuff is missing here. That is because today I'm going to be going over my favorite records out of my whole collection. Just to let you know, this isn't all of them. All of these are just fantastic. These are just kind of the ones I really go to most of all. So first we'll just get in the stuff I found. This is one I've been looking for a very long time. Original pressing too, which is really cool. I got it for like $11, which Nick is pretty pissed about. But it is Miles Davis Bitches Brew. Fantastic album. Probably my second favorite Davis record. This is awesome, guys. Original pressing. Covers a little, has a little bit of ring wear, but other than that, it is great. Plays fine. This is a fantastic album. Very long too, double LP. Just fantastic. Really glad I found this for $11. That's pretty awesome. I'm just gonna start putting stuff back in here, so don't mind me. This next one, this is pretty funny. There's an artist named Dean Blunt. He's quite a learning curve if you haven't heard any of his stuff before. He does electronic, he does rock, he does jazz, funk. I mean, it's a lot of stuff mixed together. But this is his album Black Metal. Yep, this is it. It's a black plastic sleeve. Hold on. Black cover with the parental advisory sticker down at the bottom. Wait, it gets better. Black sleeves for the records. Black vinyl with a black label. This is like one of the blackest albums ever. I'm serious. Everything. There is nothing that's not black on this thing. It's so funny because I saw someone else review it and they just cracking up because it's just hilarious because it's got a black sleeve. It's got a black album. It's got black record inserts. It's a super black album, guys. Dean Blunt Black Metal. Sorry, do check that out. It's fantastic. If you haven't heard his stuff, it takes a couple listens then for you to really get into kind of what he's doing, but it's really good stuff. This one is brand new. I don't know anything about this. All I know is that it's pressed in Germany. I don't know if the band's from there. I'm not sure. But it's Killing Sound. Look at that cover. The cover's pretty cool. And that's all. It's got the label on the back. But yeah, I guess this is electronic music that I found out. If anybody knows about, let me know. Derek, if you heard this. It's almost what I've looked up a little bit about. There's not much about this band. But I guess they're ambient music, electronic ambient music, so I can listen to anything, so I'm really excited to finally get a hold of this and try and see actually what it is. So I'll let you guys know kind of how that stuff goes. But now let's get into the records that are kind of my favorites here. Of course, you have Stadium Arcadium and then that Quadrophenia up there, which are two of my very favorites. So those are in there. They're just up there. I don't want to bring them down, but I'm kind of going to go alphabetical order, not really, so bear with me here. First one is the Autumn Defense. They're self-titled, was released back in 2003. This is pressed in vinyl this year for the very first time. Only 1,000 of these babies pressed. Genre-wise, really 70s rock, really going back to the roots of that. Really cool. So do check out the Autumn Defense. If you can find it on vinyl, that's fantastic. Like I said, though, only 1,000 were pressed, so it might be in really low quantities by now. Next, AC/DC Live. This is one of my favorite AC/DC records of all time. This is awesome, guys. It's a double LP. Let me just take out the sleeve. You gotta see the gatefold. Gatefold is pretty awesome. Look at that. Most of the versions of these on this record are my favorite versions, better than like the studio versions even. So especially like TNT is way better on this, and just a whole bunch of stuff. It's just, overall, it's just a great AC/DC record release. This is live back in Donington in 1992, so fantastic. It's not the original drummer, so just be aware of that. But it's still really, really good, even if he's not there. Next, we're going to my favorite Bush record of all time still. It's going to be 16 Stone. It's original pressing, guys. Fantastic record. Starts the record off with Everything Zen, just kicks it off. Like, exactly what they're really going for. Very, very great grunge record from the 90s. I believe this was, I think it's 94 it was, I think it was like 94, 95 this guy was released, but really, really cool once again. Once again, bear with me, I gotta put all this stuff back to where it was. Another one of my favorites here, really, really hits home with me, got me through a whole bunch of stuff, just like Quadrophenia did. This is Bruce Springsteen's The River. Very, very, very extremely sad record, but just a fantastic. It's kind of about him meeting this girl and them kind of hitting it off, getting married, but then finding out that she's pregnant. They break it off, you know, and he's just going through the motions, and he wants her back and stuff. It's sad, man. It's very good though. My favorite Springsteen record. Some people may be pissed off at that, say Born to Run is the best or something, but this, it's just more personal with me. This is why it's a really good one to go to for me. So Bruce Springsteen's The River, awesome. I do have 2 copies actually. One is my mom's and then one's mine that I bought. So gotta have 2, you know. It's a good thing, you know. Next is one of my favorite jazz records of all time. A Love Supreme by John Coltrane. Fantastic. If you're a jazz fan, you haven't heard A Love Supreme, you need to go home, listen to it right now, because it's one of the best jazz records of all time, hands down, next to Kind of Blue. It's up there, but it's not what Kind of Blue was, but definitely John Coltrane's masterpiece. Very, very dark. It has some great players, well, him, of course, McCoy Tyner on piano, Jimmy Garrison on bass, and Elvin Jones on the drums. I mean, it's a dark record. It's got some free jazz in it, some just normal jazz, and really, really cool record, though. Awesome album. Very dark, though, so just be weary of that. Alright. I might put these way later. It might take a while. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Next one is my favorite R&B record of all time still. D'Angelo, Live at the Jazz Cafe in London, if you guys can see that. So, it was pressed this year, actually. I'm really excited. I got this on digital a long, long time ago. I had the CD for a little bit, but it's on different color vinyl. I think it's like pink and clear, which is really cool. Very, very good. This is when, it's back in 95. This was just when he was starting out and just released his first record, and it's awesome, guys. It is fantastic. Next, this came out this year, actually, but still one of my favorites in my collection. Thank you so much for sending this to me. Derek Higgins, Miss Realities. Derek, shout out to you. Fantastic job, man. One of my favorites by you, next to Nice. That's another one of my favorites. If you don't know Derek Higgins' music, I do highly, highly suggest you check it out. It is fantastic. So much work that he put into these, and just, it's awesome. It's really, really cool. Thank you, Derek, so much. The next one here is really, to me, the record store record of all time. Like, this is the one you need in your collection. If you're going to a record store, this is the one you'd look for over anything else. DJ Shadow, yes, introducing. This is the record store album. I mean, just look at it's an awesome cover album. A little bit backstory about this. This is a record store that DJ Shadow actually went to, and that was the one he went to like all the time. They actually let him in their basement downstairs where they have all these records like stacked high. He actually made a documentary about it too. I think it's called Crate Digging or something like that. But he goes down, it's just stacked up the wall. They let him. He's the only person that they let go down there. And he just picks up, brings like stacks of records and just samples stuff. This is the whole record is. This is all samples, guys. This is what makes it so cool. All samples were made to do this. This was back in 1996. And the way he made this record was just on the MPC. That was it. A whole bunch of samples that were directly from records that he bought, and he made this masterpiece. I mean, this is the Record Store album. Do check this out if you don't know anything about it. Next here, we got some post-rock, Explosions in the Sky. The Earth is Not a Cold, Dead Place. One of my favorites by them still to this day. Really cool album. If you can look at it, I don't know if you guys can see it, but some of it is kind of in red. I don't know if you can see that. But those are the track names. Really cool. Take out one of the sleeves here so you can see it. Look at that. That's cool. It's a whole bunch of cool sleeves and stuff. And just a really, this album pretty hits home for me too. This is a really personal one for me as well. The song names are great, you know, First Breath After a Coma, The Only Moment We Were Alone, you know, and when you're listening to this, it actually makes sense. The song titles do make sense, so that's what really hits home with me. So just gotta let you know, guys, it's gonna be a long video, so bear with me here. I got a lot of favorites. It's not just a few things. Next, a local hip-hop artist that passed away back in 2009, sadly. But this is Idea and Abilities by The Throat. This is my favorite record by them. The last one they did. Well, he did. DJ Ability is still doing stuff. But this is the last one that Idea was on by The Throat. Fantastic record. It's got Junk is really good. This Story, Smile. Burn Fetish is also amazing. The whole record all around is really good. So if you want some local Minnesota hip-hop, check out this. It's fantastic. Next is actually a soundtrack that's one of my favorites. Forbidden Planet. Yes, this is awesome. Some people may think it's not awesome, but the way and the background behind this record is fantastic. The way they made this was actually on just like a circuit board with doing like different things and pushing different buttons and doing different things to make these sounds for this. And that's all they used to make this. This was actually I believe it was the first soundtrack ever put to a movie, I think, that they put out. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Something like that. It's one of the first for something like that. But Forbidden Planet, super good movie. I saw it back when I was super little. The soundtrack is really cool. It's a lot of ambient stuff. So yeah. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a super good one. Fleet Foxes, guys. If you want some good folk, like singer-songwriter, great harmonies, go no further than this record, guys. I mean, oh my god. Look at that. That's cool. Fleet Foxes, this is one of their oldest ones. But the harmonies on this thing are just, I mean, wow. It starts off with Sun It Rises. And the harmonies are just fantastic. The recordings of these are just amazing. Just all around a fucking awesome record. This is back in 2008 off of Sub Pop Records, which was one of my favorite record labels out there. They actually go. What's cool about them is they go for stuff that no one really knows about. You know, the diamond in the rough type stuff, which is cool. Alright, next is Sinatra at the Sands. His very first live album that he ever did. Las Vegas at the Sands. This is fantastic, guys. If you like Sinatra, do check out Sinatra at the Sands. This is back, I think it's 65? 65? Yeah. Some versions of these songs, once again, I love way better than the actual studio recordings. It's just, he's so much personal with the audience, and to me, whenever I listen to like Sinatra's music, I think of just like me in a crowded ballroom, you know, just smoke, you know, and just listening to that. It's just the atmosphere of this is fantastic. You really feel like you're there. It's really, really awesome. One of the best selling records of all time right here. Gotta have it. Fleetwood Mac Rumors. Everybody knows about this. If you don't, you should. Seriously. Something's wrong with you. If you like music and you don't have this in some sort of format, there's a problem. So that's enough said about that record. Everybody needs to know it. This one. What's cool about this is it's a group called The Family. Doing this towards one of my teachers, actually, Paul Peterson. This is him right here. That's Paul Peterson. He was actually whenever I went to college for music production and recording, he was our the recording department chair, actually. This was his album a long, long time ago. Found this at the Fetus, actually, surprisingly. I was really surprised I was able to find it. It's really cool stuff, Paul. I showed this to you a long time ago if you're watching this. Had to bring this one out. This is a really diamond in the rough. If you don't know too, Paul Peterson also played in the Time. He was in Ice Cream Castles, that record. I have a Time record here. What time is it? He isn't in that one, but he was part of the Time, and he knows Prince and stuff, and he's just all around a great guy. Just super nice, great musician. I mean, great at the bass, and oh man, just all around good. Next, going off of DJ Shadow's Introducing, this is another really one that hits close to that. J Dilla Donuts. This is another long album, guys. I got this from Vinyl Me Please. Thank you guys for finally. I was actually, whenever you're doing this, I was actually thinking about getting this record on vinyl. So thank you for beating it to me. Thank you so much. This is fantastic. If you don't know, Jay Dilla passed away quite a while ago. But most of the songs on this record were done when he was in the hospital. Actually, some of his friends brought in like a small little turntable and like a small MPC where he could just listen to his stuff, and that's what most of this stuff is. You fucking believe that? Both Introducing and this are one of those genre defining things like in electronic music. So, Introducing and Donuts, do check out both of those. They're really, really good. Next is Daft Punk, Random Access Memories. This came out, sorry, I don't really know dates very well. 2013. This is a fantastic record. I remember when this was coming out. This is cool. I was thinking back to their older stuff, you know, where they started like really hard-hitting electronic music. They came out with this, and I was like, okay, wow, that was not what I was expecting at all. It was completely, like, just funk music, funk mixed in with electronic. Really cool, though. I loved it. It was an awesome change of pace for them. Really awesome. Next one's another really, really great jazz record. Getz and Gilberto. This is awesome, guys. Awesome. This is the original pressing on Verve Records. Really, really cool. Gilberto has some awesome lyrics. He's Spanish, and then Stan Getz, everybody should know that, you know, fantastic musician. This is a great record. If you're a jazz fan, you haven't heard it. This is a really acclaimed. I think it won a Grammy when it came out, actually. Very, very good record. Do check it out, definitely. The next two are from Jimi Hendrix. I have his Electric Ladyland. Gotta have this one, guys. I don't have the original with the naked girls on the front. That's super expensive. I know where to get it, trust me. I know, I've seen it many, many times, but it's very expensive to get to. And then Band of Gypsies 2. This is a pressing that wasn't even supposed to be released that I have. And it's an accidental pressing, which is extremely rare to find. Next one here is Linkin Park Meteora. Hits really home with me too. This is the first alternative record that really got me into alternative music. It's a long time ago, back in 03, I believe. Let me see. Yep, yeah, back in 2003. This is great, guys. Linkin Park Meteora. This is still my favorite record by them ever. Um, I don't like the direction they're going in now. It's getting too mainstream. This was just stripped down, gritty vocals, you know, and just it was fantastic. Every song is good. Now it's just I don't know where they're going, you know. I don't really follow them anymore, but that was really the thing that really stuck with me. Thank you, Mitch, for showing me that CD. I still have it up here. It's pretty beat up, but let me see if I can find it. Actually, I think I have it. Oh, I don't. It's out in my car actually, but it's pretty beat up. It's still the one that you gave me all those years ago. Um, so I still have it. It's in my car. Um, My Chemical Romance, Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge. This is really hard to find on vinyl too. If you're able to get it, do pick it up. It's a another really good alternative record from the early 2000s. Still my favorite record by My Chemical Romance ever too, so do check that out. Next, my favorite Marvin Gaye record, What's Going On. This is fantastic, guys. Awesome album. It's got a nice gatefold too. It's pretty cool. This is a great record if you're a Marvin Gaye fan. What's Going On? It's an awesome album. Alright, since I'm a jazz guy, I have to have this in my favorite albums of all time. That I own on vinyl. There's a lot of other ones I don't own on vinyl digitally, but this is Kind of Blue, guys. Gotta put it in there. This is the jazz album. I will stand with that 110%. This is the jazz album right here. Kind of Blue by Miles Davis. It's the thing that's awesome about it is that it starts off with So What, and it's so simple but yet so genius and brilliant. And just great playing all around. I mean, it's fantastic. It is fantastic. Let's see. Next is Pearl Jam Drop in the Park, 1992. This is a really good concert that they did. Really hard to find on vinyl. I had to pay a lot for this guy, but really glad I did. It's one of my favorite live shows that they ever did. So now we're kind of going backwards into the alphabet here. So I'm starting. Frank Zappa's Hot Rats. My favorite Zappa record. Really cool. I talked about this too. I actually prefer the CD to the record just because it has longer versions of the songs on it, but still the record is freaking awesome. Oh, this is good. Uncle Tupelo. Have you guys heard of that? Still Feel Gone. I actually got this. I saw it at half price a long time ago, and I'm like, it looks good. It's released back in '91. You know, I'm a huge '90s guy. Let's just pick it up and see what it is, and it is awesome. It has some members from Wilco and stuff, and just really good rock music too. Super cool. Next here we have my favorite Neil Young record, Harvest Moon. Very personal for me, like you guys know. I don't really play it very often just for that reason. One of my favorites though. Next is another Neil Young one that it's actually pretty hard to find still. Live in Chicago, 1992. Have you guys heard of this one? It's one of my favorite concerts by him. And live at Massey Hall. I don't have that on vinyl. Once again, I do know where to get it. But this is Live in Chicago, 1992. Is really good. Trust me, it is awesome. Double LP, 108 gram vinyl. It is great. Records are getting too stacked up over here. I don't want to ruin everything. This one came out this year for Record Store Day, limited to I think 1,000 copies. It's Whiplash, the original soundtrack. Fantastic jazz, really fast jazz, awesome, really good. If you haven't seen the movie, do go check that out and get this. If you can find it on vinyl, you still can find it. It's just very expensive, so just be warned of that. This is really hard to get. I got it for Christmas last year. The only way I was gonna get it was from Europe. I think they pressed it, and it was like really expensive to get it over here. I don't know if my mom got it that way, but thank you very much for this. It's Temple of the Dog. I got this last Christmas. Or 2 Christmases ago, I think. This is great, guys. This is their debut record, the one that they only did one of. So that's kind of sad, you know, but it's fantastic. It has Hunger Strike on there and all those good stuff. Next is one of my favorite post-rock records of all time. Really a really genre-defining record for me is Slint, Spiderland. Yes, this was remastered last year. You can still get it, I believe. I think it's sold out on their website, but Record Store still have it. I know the Fetus still has a remastered copy of this, which is 2 records, but this is the original pressing of the record. Very, very awesome. If you're in the post-rock and you haven't heard Slint, Spiderland, do check that out. It is awesome. It's very different. So just be warned, even whenever the engineer was talking about it, he said it was something cool about it, but it was so weird. It was just the weirdest thing, but it's phenomenal. It's just a great album. Almost done here, guys, I promise. I got a Tool record here, Anemia. Is that how you say that? Very, very difficult to find on green vinyl. This is pressed a lot, not in large quantities, but it is very hard to find, but very different pressings, like different colors and stuff like that. But I was able to get it. For a long time I didn't have it, but same thing with this one too. Sun Kill Moon, Benji, one of my favorites by them still. So there's a release back, was it? Shit. It's like 2012, I think this was, or something like that, 2013. Very, very good record if you're into like Mark Kozlek and his style of songwriting. Do check out Benji. Next, if you're into kind of like, it's almost like, what is it? It's a type of metal like stoner rock. There we go. You need to check out Sleep. This is I love. Look at the album cover. This is one of the reasons I love it. Dope Smoker. this one side of the record is an hour long, and it's one song, Dope Smoker, and it's all about pretty much this picture them traveling weed across the desert. That's the whole song is about that, but it is fantastic. This is awesome. To me, this is like the stoner rock record next to Dope Throne, which is Electric Wizard, which is also good. Saw that today, didn't get a chance to get it. Finally saw it. Maybe next time. Next is Skid Row, their debut record. Also have Slave to the Grind, of course. Gotta have both the good ones there. Very hard to find still, one of my favorite hair metal records. The next 3 are from my favorite band of all time, Steely Dan. First is going to be Pretzel Logic, which is my 3rd favorite, actually. Second favorite, moving up here, is Katie Lied. It's got Jeff Porcaro on drums. It's so good. I drum this record, like, all the time. I know most of the songs by heart now. I've drummed it so much. And then my favorite Steely Dan record has to be Asia. This is the record that music engineers try and get close to and just never come close. It's one of those things that it was recorded so well, and music engineers like myself take so much from it, just the recording style and how clear and crisp everything is, and just, oh man, it's fantastic. Next, going to have to go with Rage Against the Machine's Evil Empire. I don't have the limited edition yellow vinyl, even I'm looking for it. So Nick, if you want to buy me an album, go ahead and buy it. I think it's on eBay it's limited to 300 copies. It's a yellow record. Don't have that, but that is the original pressing though. So got 2 more. Next is Rocks. If you guys haven't heard of it, Get Your Rocks Off. You won't find this online. You won't find anything out about the band at all, actually. They're from St. Louis Park, Minnesota, actually, local guys. It was released back in the 70s. Really good 70s rock record if you can find it. Very hard to find, so if you're able to get it, do get it. This is a diamond in the rough record for me. Alright, two more. This one is kind of the record that started off for this band. It's Rush Fly By Night. This was really the start off of the band. This was the first one that Neil Peart was on, and it really just hits home. I got this year. It was reissued actually. 180 gram vinyl sounds fantastic on vinyl, so do get that. Along with, I got some more Rush stuff here too. So, and then last but not least, as you know, I have Stadium Arcadium, which is my favorite Chili Peppers record. This is my second favorite. Is Blood Sugar Sex Magic. This is awesome. Awesome, guys. This is actually the first vinyl record I ever bought. Ever. This is the very first one. I went down the Fetus for the first time and I found this and picked it up. I'm very, very, very glad I did. It's one of my favorite 90s records ever, so. Woo! We hit half an hour. Wow. It was a really long record. I had a lot of records to go to. As you can see, there's so much more that I love every single record. I don't just go out and buy random shit. It's always certain ones for certain reasons, and so those are just kind of my favorite records I own. Oh, jeez. Go to a doctor's appointment soon, but I'm gonna listen to this vinyl here. I'm gonna listen to Killing Sound, so I'll let you guys know what I find out about that. But that's all I got for me, guys. 2 drops on the 23rd digitally, so do stay tuned for that. I will be posting stuff on Facebook, on my website, and on Bandcamp too. So you guys, if you don't have an iPhone or something, you can still get on Bandcamp. There's many different formats you can download in. So do check that out.